news coverage you can count on. News Talk for the Palouse. KQQQ Pullman. It's 3 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Matt Piper in New York. With millions expected to travel the next few days, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky has similar advice this year that we have heard previously.
Get vaccinated. Get boosted. Wear a mask in public indoor settings in areas of substantial and high-risk community transmission, and take a test before you gather.
Lines are long for those trying to get tested, like here in Boston.
Well, it's a lot of people, but it's worth it, to be honest, to be safe. So I don't mind the wait at all.
Hopefully we don't have to do it again next year.
But will we also be partying like it's 2020? New York Governor Kathy Hochul on the Times Square ball drop.
Well, I'm going to encourage everybody to be smart on New Year's Eve. And, this is a local decision, of course, but this is an outdoor event. I suspect people will be very bundled up. They'll want to keep a mask on to stay warm anyhow. People have gloves on. There won't be a lot of human contact. So I'll work with the mayor, and he can talk to our state health department. He also has the county health department to make those decisions.
The FDA has authorized the first pill that people can take at home to treat COVID.
Top government experts call the Pfizer pill Paxlovid very promising, but Dr. Anthony Fauci notes it's hard to make.
The very good news is that we have a product now that has about a 90% efficacy in preventing hospitalization. But the sobering news is, unfortunately, it is really a quite complicated and complex synthetic process.
The pill can take 6 to 8 months to produce. The White House says more than 250,000 doses should be ready by next month. 10 million doses are expected by late summer. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
Millions have signed a petition to reduce the sentence of a Colorado trucker behind a deadly crash.
Rohel Aguilera Medeiros was sentenced last week to 110 years in prison after being found guilty of vehicular homicide. It stems from a 2019 accident where he lost control of his truck. 4 people were killed. At his sentencing, Aguilera Medeiros pleaded with the court.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
Today in Colorado, protesters gathered.
That's why 5 million people have lent their voice saying, no more injustice.
Some are asking the governor to reduce the sentence. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
A jury's now off until next week in the case of Ghislaine Maxwell. They have not been able to reach a verdict. Legal analyst Thane Rosenbaum.
The jury in the Maxwell case was told by the defense that his client's name never really came up among these witnesses, the 4 female victims, until after Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. That's her scapegoat defense, that she's being prosecuted as a surrogate for Epstein.
Also no verdict yet in the Minnesota Kim Potter trial. The Dow gained 261, NASDAQ up 181. This is CBS News.
This hour's newscast is presented by Rocket Mortgage. When you need cash out of your home and a simple way to get it, Rocket can.
Fever is the leading symptom of COVID and the flu, and the only way to reliably detect it is with an accurate thermometer. Be vigilant and be accurate with the Exergen Temporal Scanner, whose accuracy has been proven in more than 100 clinical studies. Don't rely on non-contact thermometers. They are proven to be inaccurate and will not reliably detect a fever that might mean COVID. Be sure to seek medical advice at the first sign of fever. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Companies. If you thought you missed your chance to refinance and save, think again. Mortgage rates have recently dropped below 3%, and Rocket Mortgage can help you save big. You could lower your monthly payment and prepare yourself for a better financial future. But you've got to act now. Call us today at 833-8ROCKET or go to rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Conditions apply. Equal housing lender license.
Good Wednesday afternoon, I'm John Webb. 2 people have been arrested on drive-by shooting charges for an alleged road rage incident that occurred just outside of Pullman yesterday night. Law enforcement received a report of an aggressive driver on U.S. Highway 195 north of town at around 11 o'clock. Moments later, a second call was made to 911 with the caller reporting that they were being shot at by the passenger in the suspect vehicle. Authorities quickly contacted the victims, who provided a description of the vehicle. Washington State University police found the vehicle and stopped the driver on Airport Road. Deputies obtained and executed a search warrant on the vehicle. They reportedly found 2 loaded guns, including one that was consistent with the firearm that was allegedly used in the shooting. 26-year-old Jameel Fields and 24-year-old Janine Ludwig of Pullman were arrested and booked into the Whitman County Jail in Colfax. They're heading to court this afternoon. We'll have an update for you on the morning news.
On Thursday morning, we sit down for the first time ever for us with Cougar head football coach Jake Dickert.
Starting at 6 o'clock on the Thursday morning news.
Rain and snow showers off and on for the next few days with low pressure hanging around the area. Could get a shower this afternoon. Will be in the upper 30s and windy. A little gusty overnight, low 30s and some snow showers possible. For Thursday, a mix of rain and snow and our afternoon high in the mid 30s. About the same for Friday and Christmas Day. From the Palousas Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton.